Okay, we're back. That was quick. We're back for another Saturday night of the Speakeasy. A little short-handed tonight. But welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. First, before we get into it and do introductions, which will be quick tonight. Well, maybe not. Don't forget about our t-shirt contest. You can win 2 t-shirts, one from the Winning TV store on Teespring, and a large child-size JJ Stoner Midget Wednesday shirt, which is perfect for the ample girlfriend or wife and the appreciative husband or boyfriend. Or maybe both. I don't know what you're into. Don't forget to send your hate mail to me at winning_TV at protonmail.com. Follow me on Twitter and DM me nasties on at winningtv_ or parlay me at winningtv. Don't forget you can become a Patreon on patreon.com/winning_TV or send a dono if you'd like to streamlabs.com/winning_TV. How about that?
Woo! Is that memorized or are you reading it?
I should know it all by now, I guess. The above is Phil.
Teleprompter.
Yes, I'm above.
That's a teleprompter.
Yeah, and I get a big fat shot in the ass before I come on air. Like Trump said. Biden gets a big fat shot in the ass. Oh, first up we got Rusty, host of the show, Fighting for the Republic on Sunday nights at 10:30. Welcome aboard, Rusty. How are you?
Howdy, howdy. You know, every time I hear your intro, it's kind of like the Hawaiian. You just want to like do the dance thing.
Like Hawaii 5-0?
A hula? You're going to do a hula or?
Not the hula, but no, I don't do the hula. But I don't know what you call it. I'm not Hawaiian. How you doing, everybody? I hope everybody's doing great. How are you, Phil and Grandma?
Good. Good. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well.
I do great.
Hanging in there.
I do great. I also come from the Hawaiian island of Kamanawanalea.
Kamanawanalea.
That's where you're from.
Yeah. Grandma, welcome back for another
thank you.
Few hours.
I got the sub for Doc tonight. On Promises Kept. Doc is MIA, although she said she might try to pop in. She is to answer Fritzy's question, she is with a bunch of her college buddies tonight, and she was hosting them. So she asked if she could be excused, and we told her no. And she said, "I don't care what you say. I'm doing it anyway. So, what are you going to say?" She said, "Right," and I said, "Right," and
Y'all
You
just
have
have to
that, Phil?
fill your libations on your own, right?
right. I said,
Now,
"Okay, Doc. I suppose if you're going to get sassy with me, we'll let you do it." So anyway, that's where she is. But I'm happy to be here, and it's been a crazy week. I think it's going to be crazier here from here on out. Don't you guys?
Nah, it'll be nice and
absolutely.
calm. It'll be a calm week, and nothing's gonna happen.
Calm. Be able to take naps all day. No news breaking.
I do have the AOC video here, but before we play that, I thought we'd play that fairly lengthy Tim Pool video if you guys would like to listen to that. Now, remember, Tim Pool is admittedly left of center, which is fine because the guy's at least rational, right?
Yeah.
I think we
I
can
like
all
Tim
agree.
Pool.
Well, he's got some sensibility about him. I mean, at least I don't agree with everything he says, but at least he has some common sense and adds it to the discussion. So, we'll play
Go
this.
Blue. Sorry,
Go
I had to
Blue.
say that.
What? Go Blue? What's that?
Oh, because Stefan's in there going, Ohio State will definitely beat Michigan. So, I mean, I'm 30 miles south of Ann Arbor. I have to say go Blue. I must.
Hello, Coffee Talk with Sandra, Fritz Ader, Karen sent me Flaccid, Becca, and anybody else.
Hi, Sandra. Hi, Fritzy. Go Green. Okay, I'll go with Go Green, too.
It sounds better than Go Blue.
So anybody but Ohio State is what I say.
So we are ready for the Timmy Pool?
We're ready. Let's do it.
Oh, one more thing. Did you see the Lions game, Grandma?
Yes. I said
that's typical.
I said to Grandpa, there was what, 3 minutes left, and I go, "Oh, they'll lose. They've got time. Don't you worry." And of course they did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's Tim Pool.
Well, I've talked a lot about the riots, the actual physical manifestation of the rage around the passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg and the opportunity for Trump to appoint a third Supreme Court justice. But we've got to talk about the actual important political matter. Can Republicans and will Republicans put someone on the bench? And will they do it before Election Day? Should they do it? You see, a lot of people have said that Republicans may be motivated to go vote if they realize we have to win to get that nominee on the bench. And Democrats are also motivated. You got to go out and vote. Otherwise, you're not, Trump's going to get his third appointee. None of those make sense. Republicans have one choice. They must get a Supreme Court justice nominated and confirmed in near record time, 45 days. According to the AP, it takes about 70. You got to do it in 45 before the election for one reason. If you don't do your jobs, Republicans will be upset. Why would they vote for someone who's not doing their jobs? But more importantly, the Democrats are highly motivated right now to win. They want to win in the hopes they can block the nomination and they can get their Supreme Court justice to replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
So if Trump, I stopped it there because if Trump gets one in, picks one, say on Monday, and they start working on it right away, and he gets one in, that's a big flat tire for the Democrats.
Yeah, most definitely. He's already his list out. So somebody said he's going to pick Amy. That's a possibility. I remember Amy was hopeful before Kavanaugh, and she didn't get it. And I hear she's very conservative. And I kind of gave him 2 weeks, but it sounds like it's going to be a week.
He said by Monday in the rally. So he said he was gonna, it would be a female. So he's gonna move it. He has to. And here's the other reason why you need another justice in there. You don't know how Roberts is going to vote. I mean, it's going to be good anyway, in case that it comes down to a Supreme Court choice or, pick ruling for whoever wins a tie. Because, if it's a conservative court, then obviously it's going to be Trump. But if you get another conservative in there, then you can just forget about Roberts, So, because he's a wild card. You don't know how he's going to rule on this stuff.
Not only that, you have to have 9 because Joe Biden has already hired about 500 attorneys. And they are being coordinated by Eric Holder. Yep, he's got a special division called the litigation unit.
Oh my
God!
I
don't know shit unit.
Yeah, he's already gone out and got a litigation unit. It's got about 500 attorneys already.
Insane.
Well, no wonder he ain't spending no money on campaign.
He is. He's spending it on old. I mean, it's like. They're horrible ads. I don't know if you've watched any of them. They're all lies. It's like they're all lies.
And, I have to watch some of them.
There may be some emergency rulings that need to come up here on Pennsylvania and Michigan, extending the date to vote for president. They can't do that constitutionally.
No. Well, Pennsylvania took it to the Supreme Court. Their Supreme Court.
That's meaningless.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, Michigan, I've already seen, I think Brett Bart was saying that the Secretary of State misspelled Trump's name on the military ballots.
No, what they did is to the military ballots, they didn't even have Pence's name on there. They had somebody else's name as the vice president.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. And she said, I didn't do that on purpose. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bunch of, what. So, I don't think that it matters. I mean, do you generally vote for the vice president? I don't know if it's a legal issue. I have no idea, but just their games. Just more games,
Yep. Let's continue on with Timmy here.
If they lose on November 3rd, it's true. The Republicans can still get an appointee on in their lame duck session, but Democrats will be highly motivated. The only choice is Republicans get it done before Election Day. But will they? Donald Trump said they must vote without delay on his high court pick. Mitch McConnell said they will. Lindsey Graham said they will. And of course, all of the Democrats are running out full speed saying hypocrisy. I say Merrick Garland. I say 2016. Mitch McConnell blocked Barack Obama's nominee. But there's actually a good reason for it. And Mitch McConnell's argument is being ignored by the left. His argument was that Republicans got elected into the majority of the Senate during Obama's second term, meaning people wanted to challenge Obama. You don't have to agree with him, but he's basically saying the American people voted for a Republican Senate majority. We will check and balance Barack Obama, and thus we won't select we won't confirm his nominee. Now, you actually have, according to what Mitch McConnell said, you have a Republican majority emboldened in the midterm to enforce Donald Trump's agenda. That's the argument. It's not necessarily hypocritical. Of course, they may have made some misstatements, but the hypocrisy goes both ways. Because in 2016, every Democrat was saying basically the same thing. You must confirm, you must. Well, don't take it from me. Let's walk through some of the finer points and see exactly what's going to happen and what Donald Trump said. Trump says you must do this. McConnell and Lindsey Graham are on board. And of course, the left is calling for riots and freaking out. Let's read the story from the AP and we'll get a breakdown of how this is going to work. Before we get started, head over to timcast.com/donate. If you'd like to support my work, there are many ways you can give. I got a P.O. box if you want to send me some physical stuff, but the best thing you can do Share this video. If you think I do a rational and reasonable job explaining my thoughts and opinions of the news, and you think other people should hear this too, sharing is the most important way to help out my channel. But don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stick around as we go through the news. The AP says, Trump to Senate, vote without delay. President Donald Trump on Saturday urged the Republican-run Senate to consider without delay his upcoming nomination to fill the Supreme Court seat vacated by the death of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg just 6 weeks before the election. Wow, man. You want to talk about spicy timing, dude. The White House was making preparations to select a nominee for the seat held by Ginsburg, who spent her final years on the bench as the unquestioned leader of the court's liberal wing. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky vowed on Friday night, hours after Ginsburg's death, to call a vote for whomever Trump nominated. Democrats said Republicans should follow the precedent they set in 2016 by not considering a Supreme Court choice in the run-up to an election. Of course, you've already heard me explain the actual argument. The left is ignoring the actual core argument from Mitch McConnell.
Just real quick, Jerry Nadler was tweeting out that we should not have a lame duck nomination. Apparently, Trump is a lame duck president right now. I didn't know that. I didn't know how that worked. This guy's, and he's in Congress. Can you believe that? What a boob.
Trump made his view clear in a tweet Saturday. We were put in this position of power and importance to make decisions for the people who so proudly elected us, the most important of which has long been considered to be the selection of United States Supreme Court justices. We have this obligation without delay. Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden said any vote should come after the November 3rd election. Voters should pick the president, and the president should pick the justice to consider, Biden said. The impending clash over the vacant seat, when to fill it and with whom, is sure to significantly affect the stretch run of the presidential race, further stirring passions in a nation already reeling from the pandemic that has killed nearly 200,000 people, left millions unemployed, and heightened partisan tensions and anger. McConnell, who sets the calendar in the Senate, has made judicial appointments his priority, declared unequivocally in a statement that Trump's nominee would receive a confirmation vote in the chamber. In 2016, McConnell refused to consider President Barack Obama's choice for the high court months ahead of the election, eventually preventing a vote. As the nation learned of Ginsburg's death, Trump was unaware, speaking for more than an hour and a half at a Minnesota rally without mentioning it. He huddled with aides after stepping off stage, but acted surprised when he spoke with reporters moments later, saying he did not know she had died. It's really weird how they frame it that way. Looks like he didn't know. He doesn't need to lie about it. He could have come. Okay, so I don't know if you saw the video.
JPEG
Donald Trump walks over to a reporter.
Picture of a goddamn hot dog.
Thank you for the ice cream, Victor Von Schroom.
And they ask him his
There's
thoughts
your
about it.
picture of a hot dog.
He looks shocked and he goes, "I'm just hearing this. Wow, I didn't know."
We're skipping past the part where he reads
everything this way every single time. It makes no sense. Well, first, I want to highlight this tweet here from Karen Tumulty. She said, a Republican pollster just told me that this court fight could motivate young women to turn out this year. They may not vote for Biden, but they will vote for Ruth. Interesting. I said, unless the GOP confirms Trump's nominee before election night, in which case they've already lost the fight. So what? They may get motivated by, I don't know, I guess revenge or retribution. Donald Trump, how dare he fill this Supreme Court seat? We're going to come out in force. But it's nowhere near as powerful as fear. As the saying goes, I can run faster scared than you can mad. If the Republicans get the job done, they'll be angry and they won't be running nearly as fast as they would be if they were scared. Right now, they're scared. They know that there could be a 6-3 conservative majority on the Supreme Court, and they are running terrified. But if Trump wins and the GOP confirms the nominee, then they'll just be mad and they're not going to be running nearly as fast. However, in response to my tweet, someone said, this is a Twitter user, Alan. He says, don't buy it. They nominate and riots start. Those women will vote for law and order. Really interesting point, actually. You see, the left is calling for violent riots. AOC called for people to get radicalized. So what would happen if Trump nominates? Yeah, the left are going to go out and riot in force, and regular suburban women are going to be terrified of the violence, and they're going to ask Trump for help. It's going to split them at least down the middle. And it will probably favor Trump because many of the women who are already looking for law and order are probably leaning towards Trump in the first place. These people are vowing to riot, and it was a huge mistake, a mistake they will come to regret. Jan Crawford, who could potentially fill the seat? Well, Jan Crawford, as CBS says, federal appeals court judge Barbara Lagoa of Florida.
If there's one thing the left doesn't do, they never learn from their mistakes. Ever.
A law school grad like Ruth Bader Ginsburg and first-generation Cuban American has emerged as one of the top SCOTUS contenders. Shortlist also includes Judge
What the
Amy
hell kind
Coney
of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Thank you for the diamond boogie bumper.
Deputy White House counsel Kate Comerford Todd. It may be Barbara Lagoa, because Republicans do want to have legitimate diversity. As much as the left won't tell you this, they do. That's why at the RNC, they did put up what the left would call marginalized voices. What did the left do? Insulted them and called them tokens. I think Republicans recognize that you've got a lot of moderate people in this country. They want to recognize that we are a melting pot, and it's politically expedient for them to find someone who is ideologically on board with conservatives, but fits the roles that Democrats want to see. Look, I'm just going to be honest with you. I think the Democratic Party is embracing overt racism with their identitarian policy, critical race theory. And so they'll look to a nominee and say, woman, female, Cuban, good enough for me. Whereas the conservatives are saying, what does she believe? And what are her positions in terms of the Constitution? Of course, there are a lot of leftists who don't care and will pretend to care about racism. And then they'll call someone like Candace Owens, who's black, a white supremacist, or someone like Ben Shapiro, who's Jewish, a Nazi. Yeah, they don't the consistency, not a strong point. But it does seem politically expedient for them to play up to the left's own demands, but putting on a conservative seems rather clever. Now, the left is trying to highlight Mitch McConnell's hypocrisy. But Mitch McConnell said it. Look, I'm not a fan of this guy, okay? But he put out a statement, and you need to address his legitimate argument. Last night, Mitch McConnell said, the Senate and the nation mourn the passing of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg and the conclusion of her extraordinary American life. My full statement. His first paragraph honors Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and with tremendous respect, I will thank Leader McConnell for absolutely paying his respects to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was truly an incredible woman. And I think, anybody who wants to play games and be disrespectful to those who've dedicated their lives in service of this country, I think that's it's inappropriate. We disagree politically, but we have to recognize that we are fighting together for the soul of our nation and that everybody is trying to make the world a better place. Now, of course, you have zealots on both sides. The left is pretty much dominated by them right now, something the Trump base only has substantially less of. It's a tendency, right? It's like an 80-20. Of course, the left will tell me I'm crazy and I'm wrong. I'm sorry. That's just the way I see it. Mitch McConnell said, in the last midterm election before Justice Scalia's death in 2016, Americans elected a Republican Senate majority because we pledged to check and balance the last days of a lame duck president's second term. We kept our promise. Since the 1880s, no Senate has confirmed an opposite party president's Supreme Court nominee in a presidential election year. By contrast, Americans re-elected our majority in 2016 and expanded it in 2018 because we pledged to work with President Trump and support his agenda, particularly his outstanding appointments to the federal judiciary. Once again, we will keep our promise. President Trump's nominee will receive a vote on the floor of the United States Senate. And I will tell you this, these comments are meaningless to me, and so are the comments from the left. I don't care. The Republicans won. Get over it. They get their nominee, and they can confirm him. That's how it works. Barack Obama, he nominated Merrick Garland. Too bad. The United States elected a Republican Senate. Those are the rules we all agreed to. And just because the population of California has exploded in the past several decades does not mean they should get more power over other states. Stop moving to California if you have an issue with how the system works. We all knew the rules before they started.
He makes an excellent point. That's the best argument I've heard so far about why there should be a vote on the Supreme Court justice. And in my opinion, it puts a big flat tire on the semi of women running to vote if the seat's already filled.
Right.
Yeah, he's really very logical, isn't he? I mean, I truly, I have agreed with everything he said.
I mean, right
Yeah,
now
no
they
argument
have
here.
incentive to run out and vote. If the seat's filled, they have no incentive. So this is why he's going to drop a name tomorrow. Guaranteed.
You think tomorrow or Monday?
Monday.
Could be tomorrow.
Could be tomorrow night. He'll give you a hint or something, but Monday morning he'll definitely come out and say, "Here's my nominee. Get rolling." I'm sure McConnell already has the name in hand.
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they probably worked on today, I imagine.
But you just took all the air out of the tire if he gets his nominee selected before the election.
And I think it'll happen, don't you?
I think so.
Yeah.
You know what would really, really get him is if McConnell just said, "We're just going to vote. We're not even going to hold hearings."
If they hold hearings, it's going to be quick. They're going to ram it through as fast as possible.
Well, and to be honest with you, when he talked about the Cuban American, I thought, okay, there's a person that will not be socialist or they will hold some very high constitutional values. There's not going to be, if you lean toward socialism at all in any kind of question that comes before the court, she's going to probably vote it down.
Well, Biden's already hurting with Latinos, especially in southern Florida. I mean, that would put a death nail in his campaign.
Well, especially when you play, what was that song? I can't remember the name of it, but it was about smelling somebody's neck. It was crazy. It's like, who's picking these songs? Is Brad Parscale on their team? It's like crazy.
Let's continue with Tim.
Many people on the left are ignoring the fact that Biden, Obama, and all of their allies were saying, if it is an election year, no matter what, you gotta push through that candidate. You must appoint Barack Obama's nominee. You know what I see from this? I see both sides will just say what they need to say if it makes sense. However, you see, at the time, they said, push through the nominee. McConnell said, you do not have a Senate majority. Today, McConnell does. I'm sorry. If I were to adjudicate, I would say the argument from the Republicans makes more sense. Think about it. Barack Obama nominates somebody. Let's say they went to a confirmation hearing. They'd vote it down. They'd be like, we do not approve. What a waste of time for everybody. So that's just the way it is. If the Republicans win, what can you do about it? This is how elections work. And in response to this, the left is acting like, the seats are being stolen. No, you just lost. Trump won. The Republicans won, but they're a minority. Yeah, we're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic with democratic electoral processes. That's it. So when the Senate goes Republican, the Republicans get to choose. When the president is a Republican, they both get to choose. And if the Democrats win back the Senate, well, then maybe you can choose next time. That's how the system works. Me personally, I know what's coming. Tom Cotton. He was on the short list for President Trump's Supreme Court nominees, and he said it's time for Roe v. Wade to go. Now, the left doesn't really know what they're talking about when it comes to Roe v. Wade. It just means the states will decide, but it does mean there will be many states that will decide pro-life. So naturally, they don't want to lose that position. They need to be more, honest about what it really means. But I'll tell you this, I personally am pro-choice. And so I recognize, you know what? Hey, I'm a liberal. I'm left-leaning independent. I'm not zealous. I recognize we live in a country. It's a representative constitutional republic, and our reps are elected democratically. And sometimes you lose. I'm an adult. I realize this. I am not the arbiter of morality. I don't get to choose what other people do and live by, how they live. And I think the best example of this would be check out the podcast I did with Glenn Beck last year, where we talked about, we had a great discussion about pro-life versus pro-choice, and it ended with us shaking hands and saying, you know, we both think we're fighting towards the right direction. We just disagree here, and we have to learn to live together as Americans. And that's exactly it. I know when I bow my head and say, oh, you know, I lost this one. But I'll tell you what's going on now. You want to call for riots? I'm going to vote for I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. And guess what that means? It means I don't value what you value in the same way. Okay. If you think Roe v. Wade is the most important thing in the world, and then you call me a misogynist or say whatever because I don't agree, I'm pro-choice, dude. My issue is the riots. My issue is the leftist zealotry and the intersectionality, the identitarianism. I got to set my own priorities. So I have my life and my values that I have to sort through. I'm not going to bend the knee to you because what you think is the most important thing. So you know what that means? You lose. That's it. Go and vote if you have a problem with it. And if you don't, you lose. We'll see how this plays out November 3rd. Well, Lindsey Graham has stepped up because Lindsey Graham has a quote where he says, you know, if in the end of 2020, there is a nominee, to be confirmed, use my words against me. They will not be confirmed, blah, blah, blah. The only problem that they're leaving out is that in the greater context, he was literally talking about split parties. So in 2016, it was before the midterms. Lindsey Graham tweeted, as to my view of filling a Supreme Court vacancy in 2020, I'd encourage you to review these most recent statements, where in May, he said this would be a different circumstance than Merrick Garland. Lindsey Graham straight up said, we're talking about split parties, a Democrat president or Republican president with a Democrat Senate or Republican Senate. So what? You know what? I'm just going to stop right there. I don't care. Lindsey Graham could literally come out laughing with a clown nose on going, just jumping up and down and dancing and being like, I can do whatever I want because we won. Woo-hoo, you can't stop me. That's it. The Democrats would do the same thing if they were in power. The Republicans are going to do the same thing. That's the way the game works. Win the vote, then they'll do whatever they want, and then they'll lie to the public to make it seem like they're justified in doing it. Of course, like I said, in this instance, I think the Republicans have a real argument. The Democrats are omitting key context and ignoring their own hypocrisy while accusing the Republicans of hypocrisy. I'm not interested, but I'll tell you what I do find fun. Chuck Schumer's response. We're going to have to dissect this quote, and you're going to love it. Chuck Schumer, Senate Minority Leader, said, the American people should have a voice in the selection of their next Supreme Court justice. Therefore, this vacancy should not be filled until we have a new president. I'll give you a second. And did you catch what he said? He did not say until after the election. Chuck Schumer said, the American people should have, he said, this vacancy should not be filled until we have a new president. So what does that mean? Does that mean if Donald Trump wins the presidency and the Democrats win the Senate?
I think I made this point and I didn't watch this part. That means
yes, you did.
You got to wait for 4 more years until someone new comes in.
Wow.
This is an assumption that Joe Biden is going to win.
Yeah. Yep.
That they won't allow a new Supreme Court nominee until 2025. They didn't say after the election. They said he said new president. I love this year. You know, it's really funny. You guys have probably seen at this point the video of the woman screaming, 2020, no, what have you done? Man, these videos are out of line. It's insane what people are saying. I tell you what, 2020 has been a crazy year. It's been really, really bad. But at a certain point, all you can really do is laugh. I know, even in the worst of things, what kind of life do you live if every day you hear something bad happens and you dig yourself deeper and deeper into your rage? And that's what I see happening. When I saw that video of that woman in her car and she's driving and she's like, and she's just screaming at the top of her lungs, I thought that is the mentality of someone who is being wound up tighter and tighter and doesn't know when to just let go. Just let go. Seriously. Meditate, chill.
Holy fucking shit, you guys! I'm driving in a car, but I just got a notification that Ruth Bader Ginsburg died! Fuck! Could this year get any fucking worse?
my God.
That's the video he was referring to. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
What did I do with my video I had up? Do 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 do.
I like this
I
guy.
just-
He's very sensible and he's reasonable.
I lost the video.
Well, I've talked a
Uh-oh.
lot
I got it
about the
back here.
riots. That
Let's
mean
see where we were down.
Lady
here.
ran him over.
judge, or it's going to be this Catholic judge, and it's going to be they're going to be it's going to be a conservative, and that's not going to motivate Democrats. I just don't believe it will, because they'll have already lost the fight. So what do? I don't know. They already lost, and so ultimately, I think they'll riot. I think they'll be angry, and that's the point I was making earlier. I can run faster scared than you can mad. So what I see happening is when Donald Trump makes his nomination.
This is key right here. This is why I think the left and Biden are about to lose a shitload of votes. People that were on the fence still. This is where riots are killing Biden right now. And they're vowing to riot now. So it's just, you could be.
Well, they're vowing to kill people. They're
right.
vowing to assassinate people.
You can be a suburban mother and be pro-choice, but you're also pro-life when it comes to your family safety. That comes first.
Mm-hmm.
Now, AOC can be incited or be charged with inciting a riot. She's not in the Senate where she would be safe. If she said it in the Senate, she would be safe.
Oh, in the House too.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's sedition right there.
Well, the House would have to take action on her, and with Nancy in charge.
But she has to do it in the chamber.
Yes.
Like what Pencil Neck did.
With her,
Schumer did.
With her, it's possible
Schiff did.
that she would do it
Schiff.
right in the House. It's possible with her, but will Nancy do anything about it? Probably not.
No. Same thing with Schiff. They didn't do anything with him when he made up the big lie about, the entire script of the phone call was just one big story, and they never did anything to him.
So he's coming up on the meat of why this is a bad idea, but they're not going to listen. I mean, you could see from the tweets and the anger that this is going to get very ugly very quickly, especially if Donald Trump nominates somebody Monday. It's probably going to get ugly across the entire country at this point.
Now, this is where the Insurrection Act could come into play.
No, don't do it. Do it the way they've been doing it.
Not before the election.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're talking across country now.
Well, do it the way you've been doing it all along. Send out the federal marshals, pick them off during the day, and quietly keep doing that. And that's fine. But because you don't want federal intrusion in on any state. And Trump has handled it. I at one point was for him doing something. The hell with it. Just do something. But now you step back and see the way they're handling it, where they're picking off federal marshals and picking off rioters during the day when they're alone. Smart move.
Yeah.
Well, this is the argument I've heard is, well, why aren't they doing anything? And I haven't said much about it because I know what's going on. But I would have thought I'm thinking a little different. Okay, maybe I'm wrong on that one, but maybe we shouldn't do that if that will affect the election. I'm thinking of the safety, but let it go.
Well, I said in the previous show that a lot of my customers who are left leaning, and one of them had a Brindisi sign out in 2018, is saying they know it's not Trump. They're saying, why is the governor allowing this? Why is the mayor of New York allowing these riots in New York City or in Rochester? Why are they allowing it? They know it's not Trump, and one of them actually told me they are voting for Trump because of this.
Right.
So,
and that's one of the. So there's two reasons, Russ, that he's allowing it, and that is that he can't. I mean, he can, but he would have to invoke the Insurrection Act. He doesn't want to do that because he wants the governors. I mean, we're a constitutional republic. It's their job to do this. So what it does is it exposes them for their inability to keep people safe, which, because of that, Trump could go in and save it. But he'll wait until after the election. He'll do just what Phil says, and he'll just kind of go in and clean up behind the scenes.
Well, then this goes back to what I said a little bit ago, probably a few weeks ago. Your soft Democrats, your independents, are looking at this, and they're not liking what they see. They're going to switch sides. They're jumping the fence.
Right.
But this is why I feel we're going to win more states that are blue than we did before. Minnesota, California, Oregon. I know Oregon's a little bit tough. They have mail-in voting, and from my understanding, there's a lot of fraud. So we'll have to see about that one.
Well, he's waiting on some court rulings for that.
And I went through some stuff, and I'll show you in the next segment, Russ, about New York. I know you were hopeful about New York, but right now Biden is up 29% in New York State, and that's because of the city. And you know what? I can really quickly show you the map. It'll pop up on the screen here in a second.
I was hoping the rest of the state would turn around, but the city is just too much.
No, you can't overcome the city.
Well, look what's happening in the city. Broadway shut down.
It doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter, Russ. It does not matter.
Here's a map.
I'm not saying I'm hopeful for it. I'm saying I'm looking at it because Trump has made a hint he's looking at it.
I just put a map on the screen. Well, Trump hasn't come to New York at all, which tells you he just threw that out there. But here's a map where we thought Astorino would beat Cuomo. Look at that map. And Astorino got his ass kicked in the end.
I don't know who Astorino is.
He was the challenger to Andrew Cuomo in the last election.
Republican challenger, right?
Right. He won 46. He won 46 counties.
Yeah.
Cuomo won.
Are you looking at that map?
Cuomo won because of the Bronx, New York City, Queens, and Kings County. That's all he needed to win.
Right.
Yep.
But that was last election. A lot has happened, and it's not been good.
What you're missing the point. Trump has to.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Astorino won Erie County, which is, I think, Buffalo, and Monroe County, Rochester's in Erie, and Monroe County, which is Rochester or Buffalo. Those are two humongous counties, and Astorino won them and still got his ass kicked.
So, Russ,
California's a hell of a lot bigger than New York. I think he's going to win California.
Russ, do you know that woman that was screaming in her car?
Yeah.
That's Manhattan. 8 million people in Manhattan.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. That's how they are.
No, I know. Yeah.
I mean,
there's no logic. It's just
I'm not going to say it's going to happen. I'm saying I'm kind of thinking, I'm guessing at it. I don't live there. So
I hope it happens. I would be pleasantly surprised.
Here is the
I'm
map.
guessing. No,
Here is the map from the election with Hillary Clinton. This is the map of New York State, Trump versus Clinton. Okay? Look at that map.
Still waiting for it to come up.
It should pop up. That's the Trump-Clinton map. Trump got his ass kicked in New York State.
And look, he had Long Island. Look, he had
Suffolk County, and he still got his ass kicked. It's because of the 5 boroughs. That's millions and millions of votes there, and they're lunatics. They love Cuomo. He's in those 5 boroughs. He's got an 80% approval rating. Andrew Cuomo.
They're insane. I'm not kidding, Ross. They're nuts.
Oh, I'm not saying that they're not. If they think Cuomo is the good guy, they are insane. But you know, you're looking at the last election, and you're looking at 2016. What is it today?
Well,
what's the point average
right now? Biden is up 29% in New York State. 29%. That's a landslide.
Yeah.
That's this map right here.
Right. Okay.
Trump came here.
I'm gonna put it right back in my head, and I'm gonna remember that, and I'm gonna just kind of digitize when it happens. In
2015, Trump came.
The point spread when it happens.
In 2016, Trump came here. He came to 3 different counties, and still got his ass kicked. It doesn't matter. Trump could win all of New York State and still lose because of the 5 boroughs.
What's the population of New York State?
The population of the rest of the state decreases.
No, I should say, how many voters are there in New York State?
The number, I'm not sure, because we lose 50,000 in the rest of the state, not including New York City and the 5 boroughs. We lose 50,000 a year across New York State.
Wow.
You say 28 plus 4, 5. I'm writing this down.
So
I'm keeping track.
This is Oneida County where I got the pointer, and it's like right in the middle of the state. Oneida County, Utica, New York used to be bigger than Syracuse. Now it's a 16th the size of Syracuse. That's how many people left Utica alone. That's why Cuomo wins. It's the 5 boroughs down below in Albany County. That's always blue. Where Albany is, Albany, New York, the capital.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been there. And that does surprise me because there's some pretty nice homes down there in the mountains.
I have a question for you, Phil.
They're all owned by people from New York City.
You never filled us in on what happened last week with you. The reason that you guys we didn't have a show is because you were like on guard for what was going on close to you.
Our county sheriff made it clear to the 911 dispatch anything happened. I was listening to the scanner. They were tracking anybody wearing all black and carrying backpacks. I listened to the scanner, and they were following these people, and they knew it. So.
Oh, okay. So
our county sheriff does not play that here, and he would have he can't stand Cuomo, and it definitely would have gotten squashed in a hurry. But we don't know because there's a lot of cornfields out where we are, the fires and everything. Everybody around me was vigilant because you don't know,
Right. Well, good. I'm glad. I mean, it was a good reason not to, have a Periscope last week because that's way too close to home. I would have. I mean, I think everybody was kind of in agreement with you. We could have been out there with our arms helping you out. We would have been.
I mean, I have a giant cornfield right behind my house. It's up on a hill, but still, it could cause fires, on our homes down here at the bottom of the hill. Because it's a gigantic cornfield behind my house. So you
Yeah.
never know. You know,
Okay.
better safe than sorry.
All right, you got that figured out, Russ? I mean, I hope you're right. If he won New York, it would blow me over with a feather. But I just don't know how he could capture the boroughs.
Well, and as you said, okay, you say they're a little loony there.
A little.
Okay, a little. Like that lady loony.
I'm not kidding.
They're all like that. Yes, they are.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. I mean, miracles have happened, right?
That's true.
Never know.
I wouldn't. If I were you, I would not put any money on it, though.
The biggest problem is the rest of the state. So many people have left the rest of the state who vote conservative. Because remember, a few years back, Andrew Cuomo flat out said, if you're conservative, you're not welcome in New York State. And people left in droves. I mean, virtually there's no manufacturing in the rest of the state. So people have to have jobs. You can't work at, Five Guys the rest of your life. That's all you have here is working at Walmart, a retail store, or a restaurant, and that's about it. Beyond, in Walmart, and that's about it. Beyond that, there's nothing. There's no manufacturing to work for.
That's when I hear like people wanting to leave California. I said, stick it out as much as you can. The more people leave, the harder it's going to win.
Yeah,
you're going to have a win in California.
It's hard when your taxes are our taxes in the county. Our sales tax alone is 9%.
Jeez.
And there's no real good jobs to work at. You have to leave. I mean, if you got a family to feed, you got to leave, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like this town. Our taxes are really high here. If you live in with city limits, and people are leaving, I've seen a few signs going up almost every day.
Wow.
But most of the jobs are Detroit way, and farther south in the county.
Well, this is why Cuomo and the Democrats took control of the Senate, the state Senate, and the Assembly, which is like Congress, in New York State because of the 5 boroughs and the amount of people that left. Now, here's an interesting thing that I talked about on my show was that Andrew Cuomo and the government here, we have a prison here, right? A state prison. And a lot of counties in upstate have a state prison. What they do is they send the families at taxpayer expense to your area so that they can be close to their relative who's in prison. So that is changing the voting out here because we've lost a lot of people. The people we've gained are people from New York City. See how that works? They did that on purpose.
Right.
And that's how Anthony Brindisi won in a red county. A Democrat won. And they took over the Assembly and the Senate all in the last election. A big sweep. It's all run by Democrats. And what they did was they ran through all these progressive policies. Nobody out here likes it, but what are you going to do? You're now outnumbered because they're sending... And I could send you article after article of the Observer Dispatch, which is the rag newspaper, leftist newspaper out here. But most of the arrests in the city of Utica and in Syracuse are all people from New York City, the Bronx, Queens.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Well, then how the lunatics in the city? How are they getting by? Why the hell they don't leave? Oh yeah, they're crazy. But besides that, how did they make a living with such high taxes?
You got me.
They
stay.
pay the big bucks.
Yep, they stay. But when you're shipping out families from the Bronx and Brooklyn and Queens out here, now what happens to the voting dynamic? It switches from red to blue.
It totally changes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you've got a lot of red people leaving because they can't find really good, decent paying jobs. They're leaving in droves because there's no manufacturing, and you ship out your people from New York City out to the rest of the state. Boom.
It's kind of like California to Texas.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if that happens. I mean, I don't see Texas changing. Let's hear the meat. Let's hear the meat of Tim Pool's.
Oh yeah, we skipped right by that, didn't we?
Yeah.
But how? Another question about New York. You have Broadway totally shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have the city dwellers, the lunatics.
Oh, they think
Still-
they love
still
it.
making
They
the
think
bucks.
Andrew Cuomo's doing
Trump's fault. It's Trump's
80%.
fault.
Oh yes, Trump's
Russ,
fault.
80% approval rating. Andrew Cuomo for what's going on in New York City right now. 80%. And why do you think Biden is up 29% still?
But we all know we can't trust balls.
Well, 29% is, I don't know if that's that's a massive amount, to try to
Well,
lie
I'm
on.
surprised they ain't got the whole damn country blue. You know how that works too.
That's a little different. I mean, when your polls are like 8% Biden, but this is 29,
Yeah. Yeah.
And they,
Well, I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep an eye on it.
unless something
Okay.
drastic happens, again, we got the problem with all the people that were shipped out here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with that? I mean, it's hard to combat that. You've got to have almost every single Republican vote on election day. And even then, the odds are you're probably not going to win. I mean, Astorino, we thought Astorino was going to win. My neighbors were like, oh, yeah, he's got it because he was way up, right? And then the 5 boroughs come in, and he got crushed. It's like, what the frig? That's why there's a big movement here to separate New York City from the rest of the state. There's always been a group out there that's been pushing for it. And after the last election, when the Senate and the Assembly were taken over by Democrats, that push has gotten even bigger now. The problem is there isn't enough people in the rest of the state anymore to even try it. And they control the Senate and the Assembly. So good luck trying to get that done.
Yeah, really.
All right, we'll go back to
All
Timmy
right.
here.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
And they moved to a point in record time. They've said it. They're going to burn everything down. This is going to terrify and shock the suburbs of which I've left. I'm now in rural. I can see mountains. I can see mountains. It's amazing. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Relatively in the middle of nowhere because I don't want to be anywhere near the suburbs because I know what's going to come next. Was I wrong? Well, they're not writing yet. So that's to be seen. But I guess we all kind of knew this day would come when Ruth Bader Ginsburg would pass. Tremendous, strong woman. She fought off cancer and pneumonia. Really? Wow. So that lady had a will of steel. Very impressive. But we knew the time would come, and we knew the result would be riots because we saw what happened with Brett Kavanaugh. So I said, I'm getting out. But what about all the people left behind? Who are they going to vote for? I was talking to locals in my neighborhood, my old neighborhood, who are saying that they're sick of the Democrats, they're sick of the riots, they're sick of the lies, and they're sick of the media. And they're voting for Donald Trump, and they're going to vote Republican down ticket. For better or for worse, they just didn't care. They're tired of leftist insanity. They're not going to win the suburbs back in this case. This was the greatest gift to Donald Trump times 1,000. I mean, look, it's sad, okay? And Donald Trump's reaction to the passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg was shock and sadness. And again, I say this to him, I say this to Biden, I say this to McConnell. With respect to their statements, they honored Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Politically, the Republicans have just gained a ridiculous win. I mean, it's absurd. Not only are they going to get a 6-3 conservative majority on the Supreme Court, but now the left is going to go riot because
and then
of their
a little
blind
shit
rage,
showing up
and
here
they're
in
going
Kenosha,
to terrify the suburbs
Wisconsin,
into voting for Trump.
and
Sorry, hold on.
doing what they did wasn't much help. So yeah, Antifa.
Okay. Sorry about that. By the way, riots are protests are all over the country right now. Everywhere. Rochester, New York City, Los Angeles, Portland, Seattle. They're everywhere right now. So, and they will turn into riots.
Win.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is what Tim's saying, I think, here.
Trump. They're lining him up to give him everything he wants. Why would they do that? I just don't get it. Well, I think it's really easy, actually. There's no leadership on the left. There's no one telling the party. There's no, I mean, look, the best they could muster was Joe Biden. There's no leadership. Obama, what's Obama doing? Nothing. He's out. He's chilling. He's made some statements. Hillary Clinton has as well, but there is no strong Democrat personality. None. The best they have right now, the leader of the Democratic Party, is in fact Joe Biden. You know, to be honest, I think it's actually Ocasio-Cortez. As much as the New York Times, David Brooks, would try to argue it's not, saying we have a robust and strong center, the new Democrat coalition, center, left, and moderate Democrats that no one's ever heard of, that have very few followers. The other night, AOC got 1.5 million views on her live stream. That is insane. Okay, let me tell you something. I do this podcast, this show every day, no days off, doing 4 hours of content.
Considering she got 100 and some odd thousand votes in Queens, which is a massive area, she got 100,000 votes and won with barely any voting. She won, and she's getting over almost 2 million views. That goes to show.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I think everybody likes to see OC go off the rails.
Oh, they
No,
not
they
likes
love
to
her.
say, they love her.
No, I'm talking around country. I don't believe that's all in one spot, one state.
Well, no, but they love her. They love her.
Sandy?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
the left loves her. She's going to be running for president in 2024, guaranteed.
What does that tell you, Russ? They love her. What does that tell you?
You ever see Escape from New York?
No.
Yeah.
Might well watch it. I think that's the future.
Kind of hope not. Hit it, Phil.
And I get 100 million listens, downloads, views, whatever per month. But I have to put out a ton of videos. It is rare that I get a video that gets close to 1 million. In the past, this week, I had one video that hit 1 million. And for me, I'm like, wow, I did it. And I do this for a living. AOC turns on her Instagram and she goes, get radicalized, everybody. Boom, 1.5 million views. I can't even pull that off. I mean, those are Joe Rogan numbers. Seriously, Rogan does his podcast on YouTube. Now it's on Spotify, but on YouTube, you'd see between 1 and 2 million in the first day. AOC did it overnight. So listen, you got to recognize Ocasio-Cortez is a force to be reckoned with. I disagree with her. Give her respect for some of the things she's accomplished. She certainly knows how to play to the media. She's stronger than Joe Biden is. But think about what she said. I went over this in my earlier segment. What did AOC say? Radicalize. Is that going to win the suburbs? No. But that's the message America is going to hear when she reaches 1.5 million people, just like by snapping her fingers. Joe Biden, right now, there's a tweet going around. He put a lid on the press pool. He's gone. He will not be campaigning today. And there was shock. People saying, are you kidding me? Joe Biden needs to be out and vocal, telling people, assuring them, I'm here for you. We're going to get the job done. Gone. What is going on with the Democrats? Disarray, chaos, shambles. It truly is remarkable, in my opinion, that at a time when they needed leadership most, Joe Biden, I was going to say Barack Obama, Joe Biden's gone. He's gone. He is gone. So now they're all freaking out. Who's going to tell them to remain calm? Who's going to rally them? No one.
Yeah, when AOC tweeted that out on her Instagram and tweeted it out and started saying get radicalized, where was Joe? He's the leader, right?
Sleeping.
That's right.
He should have come out immediately and said, no, we don't need to do that, or something along the lines. But he took the day off. That's why she is the leader of the party. They gave up on this election already. She is the leader of the party.
They're not even putting a fraction of energy to do anything.
No.
Other than complain about Trump. I mean, it's just, constantly hair on fire. It's just like, watching this thing is just like insane. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I'm really not too worried about, riots coming into my neighborhood. I'm entertained by this stuff. I really am. I mean, I've been telling you about the neighbor. I'm entertained by that stuff. I'm getting signs, Trump signs in the mail here soon. They're going to be going in my window and they're going to be staring at my neighbor.
Well, let's finish up with Tim here so we can catch the AOC.
Okay, let's hear it.
And then take a little break.
Okay.
The closest we get to it. Okay.
I don't have a Joe Biden diaper, by the way, so that's
Ocasio-Cortez. And what does she say? Radicalize. I kid you not. So you know what? No. I say no. I say to the feds, I say to the police, if they come out and they riot, you shut them down. What we saw last night in Portland was truly remarkable. Flanking maneuvers, smoke out. It was nuts. The ICE agents, they threw thick, dense smoke. And then once Antifa started walking towards them, they flanked around the back and took them from behind.
That was a brilliant move, whoever came up with that, to take out Antifa last night. It ended in like 10 minutes. It was over.
Arrested them from their backs. Whatever. The kids won't know what the innuendo there was. That wasn't what I was trying to say. They went around. It's a flanking maneuver. And they ended up arresting these Antifa guys, rounding them up. If they come to the suburbs, do the same. Do not give them an inch. Shut them down. But either way, as soon as they do, and they will, Trump's going to jump 10 points. We'll see how things play out. A lot of people are worried Democrats are going to cheat. The reason I say it's not Trump cheating is because Trump isn't changing the rules of the election. The Democrats are. But it doesn't matter. The tribes are set. The left is adamant. They're the true silent majority. The Republicans say, no, we are. We will find out, I suppose. Maybe we won't. Maybe we never will. Maybe no one will accept the results. Maybe we'll see a red mirage. Donald Trump landslides on election night. A week later, Joe Biden wins. Both declare victory. The votes are contested. It goes to the Supreme Court. And Donald Trump's appointee, the deciding vote in favor of Trump. Maybe not.
Bingo.
Maybe the Democrats find a way to block this confirmation. And we go to the election with 8 Supreme Court justices, a 4-4 split, and no decision on who won. Please. That cannot happen. That will be civil war. Donald Trump and the Republicans must confirm a Supreme Court justice now. Now. The best time to do it is now. You can't.
Remember, he leans center left, and he's saying just do it.
Yeah.
No, the next best time.
He is one of the rare breeds, and I like him.
Stefan's got a good point. In Oregon, the state police have been deputized federally.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's what's allowed them to move in. And then that way, the mayor and the governor, there's nothing they can do about it. They can't stop them. Is that right, Stefan? I think it is.
ASAP.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Karen sent me flaccid. Thank you for the diamond, and guaranteed Ted Wheeler ends up in DOJ trials. They talked about it, but I guess I had heard that no, they weren't looking at that right now.
because we cannot
That'd be
allow
great.
this election to go to the courts and not have a Supreme Court ready and able, because that could be civil war. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 6 p.m. over at youtube.com.
All right, so we'll jump on that AOC video. Here it is. AOC declares Mitch McConnell is in violation of RGB's dying wish.
Who cares?
I need you to be ready. And I need you to be ready to be responsive. And by that, I mean, we don't quite know what the next play is in terms of this issue on the Supreme Court, right? Mitch McConnell sent out a statement tonight. And as I said at the opening, the very last dying wish of RBG was that her vacancy not be filled until...
It doesn't fucking matter what her dying wish was.
Hey, look, I've already decided that my dying, or that what I want after I die is I want to lie 3 days in state at the Golden Corral and 2 days at the Dress Barn. So if that does not happen, there's going to be hell to pay.
I did googity that girl.
See?
New president takes office in January. That was her dying wish. Tonight, Mitch McConnell publicly, the night of her passing, he couldn't wait 24 hours, issued a statement saying
the left didn't wait 24 hours to try to kill Mitch McConnell.
They're nuts.
Saying that he was going to give Trump a vote in violation of her dying wish.
Violation. It's a violation.
It's a violation.
Against the law. I believe that's Section 2 of the Constitution. All dying wishes must be must be observed.
In fine print.
Oh. This girl is something else. Look at the concern on her face. And notice what she's doing. She's wearing the suit jacket with the glasses on top of her head to look extremely intelligent and in charge.
Uh-huh.
You see Chuck Schumer do this a lot. Put his glasses up on top of his head.
Yes.
Yep.
People can say how appalling, people could say this is horrible, etc. But we know who this man is. We know who this man is. This is a man who does not care about a dying woman's final wish.
Still your president.
Oh no. Oh, this girl does need weed. Somebody needs to legalize weed and give her some. Holy cow. AOC.
Where's Ocean Nathan? Where is he?
There he is. Legalize weed.
He's in chat. Hey, Nathan.
Oh, there he is.
AOC, stop doing crack. I'm just going to tell you right now. Stop doing... He won't honor this lady's...
Oh, man.
What if her dying wish was that, I don't know.
She laid in state at the Golden Corral and the Dress Barn?
Yeah. I want to lay in state at the Golden Corral.
I just, the only thing that worries me is that they'll think I'm part of the buffet. People need to guard me.
This girl is something else. Holy cow. Oh, all right, guys. We're going to take a 15-minute, or not 15-minute break, but a 5-minute break.
15 minutes.
It was AOC. That was RGB's dying wish is that we take a 15-minute break.
15
I must abide by it. Otherwise, what kind of human being am I?
Well, we wouldn't want to violate it.
Yeah, how dare we violate her last wish? How dare we?
Oh my God. Insanity. Russ, this is all of New York City.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh,
there you
man.
go, Russ.
I feel sorry for you. I really do.
She's in Queens. There you go. Oh, God. All right, guys, we'll be back in 5 minutes. Check out these wonderful ads when they come on, because this thing is extremely slow tonight. Hello.
Hello?
There we go.
Do you like your novelty comedy songs organic? Handmade with painstaking care, put into every note? Well, look no further than Irrational Times. Using only the finest instruments to create an experience that your ears will thank you for later. Irrational Times attempts to elevate the whimsy to a desirable level. New songs and sketches every week, so check it out.
Idiot boogie bumper. 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 He's really giving that one a workout. Come on. dlive.tv/JJ Stoner. And we love JJ here on the show.
It's the JJ Stoner Spring Collection. The perfect attire for any and every occasion you can think of this season. Like we were in the mosh pit full of sweat and everyone's slapping, hitting, and pulling on you. This shit won't riff! Lunch at your favorite cafe? Brunch with the girls? These stylish ensembles will give you the confidence you need to look and feel your best. Or if you're getting arrested for possession, it comes with a built-in police stick-proof body armor. Keep swinging, pigs! Call now, and your order will come with a complimentary ounce of that dankest bubblegum slurricane that the South has to offer. Don't forget the wall tapestry! If you need to cover your wall, it works!
Hello, my name is Frozen Asian, and I like to tell you about my show, The Sunday Night Shit Show, every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Along with good conversations and laughing at funny and weird shit we find on the internet, we also have the Hat Cam, where I showcase my myriad of great-looking hats. Here is a testimonial from a great friend of mine who has enjoyed my hats lately.
I hope your next hat is a bullet. Jesus Christ, what are you, fucking Asian Dick Tracy? What's wrong with you? Why do you have to ruin my evening? Like, I was gonna just listen to my buds do their show, and you just gotta do that. You do the show without the hat.
So you're not enjoying it?
No.
Dude, Asian
come
Dick
on,
Tracy.
secretly you enjoy it.
You look
No.
like you're going undercover in Argentina, but it's not working.
I hate you. I hate you.
Oh, come on, you secretly love it.
No, I openly hate it.
And there you have it. So subscribe to the Sunday Night Shit Show at youtube.com/Sunday Night Shit Show. And hope to see you there on Sunday nights. Bye.
Feeling depressed? Need someone to tell you it's not okay? Do you like goth public access TV? Then join me for The Big Empty every Sunday at noon. Major_Tom on DLive, with zeros for O's, because everything in your life is that difficult.
There's a place that we can go to watch old things. All the warm, fuzzy member berries it brings. It's a special little spot tucked away on D-Live. Enjoy the joy of Pessy. Campy old movies and old cartoons. We hope to see you over there very soon. It's our special little spot tucked away on D-Live. Enjoy the joy of Pessy. When we were kids and there wasn't any school, we'd sit and watch all the best cartoons, eating cereal until it was noon. We never thought that 30 years later it'd still be cool. Saturday night and cheesy movies, the ones that used to show us movies. It's our special little spot tucked away on D-Live. Enjoy the joy of Pessy. Enjoy the joy of Pessy. Enjoy the joy of Pessy.
This just in! The global officials that can help all, also known as Got You, have now banned all boogieing and boogie-related movements worldwide. Public safety is the main concern, they say, and people are reminded that boogieing is contagious. Anyone caught boogieing will be dealt with in the harshest terms police have reported. More at 11.
This world can get you down. There's just one thing you can do. You gotta get back up and shake it all around. No one's gonna tell me how I'm gonna boogie. Come on, everybody, boogie bumper tonight. No one's gonna tell me how I'm gonna boogie. Come on, everybody, boogie bumper tonight. No one's gonna tell me how to boogie. Come on, everybody, boogie bumper tonight.
Most weeknights, join my good self UK Neil over at D-Live for the Great Awakening show. That's over on D-Live at dlive.tv/UK Neil. Get yourself out of that matrix and get over to the Great Awakening.
Patriots, this is your favorite Southerner, Doc Martin. Just wanted to remind you to put on your calendars to join me and your favorite ne'er-do-well Yankee, Bill D'Angelo, on Saturday nights, beginning with Promises Kept at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by the Speakeasy with all of your favorite Patriots. You never know what we might cuss and discuss.
That's right, Doc Martin. This is everybody's favorite Yankee, Phil D'Angelo speaking. And on Saturday night, we could have Kimmy, Y-Censored, affectionately known as Electrolux, the original Grandma, UK Neil, Rusty and his famous sound test show, Coffee Talk with Sandra, Earth Citizen, Stefan, the infamous Grandma Sears, Mac Daddy may even make a show up, or virtually anyone else in the world for some irrelevant fun.
Yankee, you mean some irreverent fun. So be sure to join us on Twitch, Periscope, D-Live, or YouTube.
That's right, Doc. Follow us at Winning TV on all of those channels.
So be sure and put it on your calendar. We'll be looking for you. We'll leave the porch light on.
I still think it's irrelevant fun.
But why are you farming for coins when you have a heavy bag?
Okay, we're back. All right.
Yay!
So
Yay.
we're probably going to go another 45 minutes or so. Is that all right with everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Why don't we do some fun stuff?
Okay.
'Cause-
Although the AOC stuff was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, we could do like a whole 12 hours of AOC stuff and just not stop laughing. Oh, I got a Steve Inman here. Oh, I gotta move.
Oh my god, I love Steve Inman.
I gotta get back to the screen.
Have you seen the Jesus one? Oh my god, the Jesus one is so funny.
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's bad. I sent it like when he first joined Twitter. I put it, so it's been probably a week or two in the showroom, but it's I'll see if I can find it and send it to you. It's pretty darn funny.
Oh, there we go. Here's an Antifa Inman for you.
Okay.
Well, it's hard to believe we're in Los Angeles because we have reinforcements. The sheriff's department is out here, and now these rioters, not peaceful protesters, are on the wrong turf. They're in sheriff's land, and they are trying to have a good old-fashioned Mexican standoff here, minus any Mexicans, because there's nothing but white people out here for BLM and Antifa. Oh, man, and it is over. Look at them scatter like a bunch of cockroaches, taking their virtue signaling asses out of there. Nothing but commie dust all over the place. My God. And it looks like they're trying to fight back, but they don't have enough reinforcements. Oh, and then they run like little bitches again. And man, there goes the Biggie Bang, and it is all over. Let's take a quick look at the replay, how this all unfolded. So stunning, so brave. Once again, goes over the top. You can see right here, their precious little umbrellas aren't protecting them. Taking a huge ass whooping. Getting peppered up like a bunch of running lemon chickens on the loose. And you can see they're just little bitches as they scatter. They try to get bold here. And they grow little huevos for a second, and those turn to BBs immediately as soon as the pepper comes out. Once again, a little bit of Biggie Chitty Bang Bang. These bastards left a bunch of Lunchables and Hot Pocket wrappers everywhere. Who's going to clean this shit up?
Okay, I sent it to you. Oh my gosh.
See, they made a
I
huge
just love his
mistake.
stuff.
They made a huge mistake when they got into an area where the sheriff's department is in charge, because they're not beholden to a mayor.
Right. Yeah.
You sent it to me. Oh, okay, I got
In a
it.
speakeasy room, yeah. Oh my gosh, this one cracks me up.
Let me get it over here.
Then there's also one where there's a praying mantis fighting with the beetle. That one killed me too.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Turns out Jesus is even tired of rioters and looters, and these guys are just throwing hands. And you can see Jesus is rolling up. He's like, hey, you want to taste some of this Holy Spirit? And there you go, right to the mouth. And he tries to throw it right and completely trips him. You can see that Jesus didn't even have to touch him, man. That's what it was all about. Right here, you can see he's just backing him up. He's like, bring it on. There's nothing you can do. I can dodge every punch that you throw because I know what you're going to throw before you even throw it. Man, I'm better than Bruce Lee. What are you talking about? I mean, who the hell throws a fight or picks a fight with Jesus in the first place? This guy takes a big right, and right there, you're just like, man, I just tasted the Holy Spirit, and Jesus doesn't even have to touch him. The guy swings and totally eats gravel. Wow. Turns out Jesus is even tired of rioters and looters, and these guys are just throwing hands. And you can see Jesus.
A taste of the Holy Spirit.
Jesus is tired of rioters too.
Oh man.
I got some other
yeah,
good ones.
he puts out a lot of great. Some of them are so good, and others are like, meh. But his voice is just too funny.
Oh, I got some. I'm gonna use these on the show on Tuesday, but I'll play him now. I got a couple good ones. This is Herbert the Pervert.
Oh, is that what I was doing wrong?
What's the next one?
Okay, so I found this soundboard that is really funny from this character named Herbert the Pervert. I don't exactly know what show he's from. He kind of looks like a Family Guy type animation.
Yeah, he is from Family Guy.
Okay,
Is he?
I'm not a regular watcher, so I wasn't sure. But the soundboard was really funny. So
He looks like Joe Biden.
He does.
Oh, I thought Herbert sounded like he kind of missed his paper boy, so he should call the paper place to see what's going on.
All right, here we go.
Circulation Department, this is David.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Yeah, I was just wondering where the newspaper boy was.
Who is this?
Haven't seen a newspaper in a couple days. Wondering if you ever gonna come back. Where are you?
Where am I? Who is this so I can get you a newspaper?
Just lonely here, thinking about the muscle-down paper boy.
If you need me to get you a newspaper, I need to know who you are so I can get you a newspaper.
Wishing you'd come by and bring me some good news.
I just need a name and an address, and that's to get started.
I could use a strapping young man to do some chores around my house.
Listen, get yourself together. Tell me who you are, where you at, so I can get you a newspaper. You can read all the news you want.
Oh, jackpot.
Hey, listen, I don't got all day here, all right? Come on. You just got to tell me where you're at.
Well, looks like the good Lord just sent me a conversation starter.
Come on, talk to me. I don't got all day. Come on, buddy.
Perhaps we could work something out.
Holy
Oh, you're starting to piss me off, you little piglet son.
Wow. I don't know why.
You're starting to piss me off, you piggly son of a bitch.
Why he hung up? I was just trying to get a newspaper.
You're just trying to get a newspaper, Bacon.
Wait, they call him back.
Oh my
God.
god.
Call him back. You called him back? Oh, great. All right, here we go. Bacon calling this guy back.
Circulation Department, this is David.
Yes, who?
Guess who?
You got nothing else better to do?
Sorry to leave you so many messages.
Oh.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a car that's been tricked out to look like an ice cream truck.
Why are you bothering me?
And it plays a tune that's fun for the young children.
What the are you talking about?
You like popsicles? I got a whole freezer full of popsicles.
You know what I suggest you do? Start taking those popsicles and shoving them up your okay? You're really starting to piss me off.
I could use a strapping young man to do some chores around my house.
Oh, what the did I do to deserve this kind of today?
I'm making beg now.
If I ever get a hold of you, you little piece of you're going to be begging for mercy.
Oh, jackpot.
Oh my god, that guy's having a nervous breakdown right now.
Was it Herbert the Pervert from Family Guy?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's fun.
The creepiest character.
I know.
Awesome.
Oh, jackpot.
Guess who?
Oh, it gets even better. We got more prank calls from the soundboard for Family Guy, if you want to hear them.
Well, you know which Family Guy clip I like.
Well, I'm going to save that one for last.
Okay.
This is Peter Griffin calling in.
Hey, Rock.
Can I help you?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Peter.
Good. How about you, sir?
Good. Yeah. Too good. Matter of fact. You want to go out sometime?
Do you want to go out with me sometimes?
Well, I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't really know that much about any kinky stuff.
Okay. You stay in this hotel, sir?
Yeah, that's me.
What's your room number?
500.
500.
Yep.
You're calling from outside. How can I help you this time?
Would you be offended if I said I'd like to use your ass as a bongo drum?
Sir, are you drunk?
No. What do you say, you and me go get a couple beers?
Don't drink beers because I'm in duty now.
This is more awkward than having sex with a rhinoceros who doesn't love you anymore.
I'm not gonna let you in your room, sir, if you ask and if you behave like this. All right?
I brought these gifts for you. They're up in my bum.
All right.
I've got a proposal that I guarantee you can't refuse.
What proposal you got, sir, and what guarantee you can't refuse, sir?
I want you to shave my back.
I'm sorry, sir. There's nothing can be happen like this, sir. You have to call some other service. You can look out for the yellow pages, and there will be plenty more information about doing that. You can find more information there, sir.
Well, then we are on two different wavelengths.
Thank you very much, sir. I can't help you with that. Anything else may I help you with?
Well, I took this test, and it sort of turns out that I'm technically mentally retarded.
I'm sorry for that. I can't answer that call, sir. Thank you for calling.
I just wanted to ask, how do you deal with it? With being retarded.
Bye, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry?
That's right. I'm your daddy.
Would you mind to be serious, please?
All right. You know what? If you're not going to laugh, then I'm not going to keep you company.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Hello, Leisure Games.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. But I have a very particular lack of skills. I will never be able to find you. But what I do have is $2 and a Casio wristwatch. You can have one of them.
I'll take the watch, thanks.
I'll take the watch.
Oh man.
It's good to laugh.
That is like one of the
because,
edgiest shows in a long time.
I don't think we're going to be laughing too much for the next 2 months. We might
think
be.
We need to. I think we need to. I mean, I because if you don't laugh, you're gonna be angry.
Yeah, and you don't want to be angry like the left.
You don't want to be angry.
They are going to.
You have to look at them and marvel, and you just gotta go. And you don't want to laugh in their face. You just gotta laugh.
Oh, I've been egging them on Twitter. Every single tweet that comes out that says, "This is it. This is war." I'm like, you're not going to do nothing. You're not going to do anything. You're just going to stay home. Come on, tell the truth.
Them pretty good too. Yeah. And they get, oh my God, there's some that react and they're just nasty. You're a heartless bitch.
Go look at some of my retweets with the quote. It's like, oh, you're just going to sit home and do nothing.
You know what? There was one guy that says, "Mount up. We need to mount up." And I responded with a quote tweet, and I had him going down one of those stair climbers, those stair rail things with the little seat for old people. That was them mounting up. Oh man. Yeah, it's fun trolling, but oh man, they get so upset. Yeah, we gotta laugh as winners, don't we, Fritzy? It's like, man, just don't laugh at them.
The other day, I just kept telling one leftist that was completely insane. Donald Trump raped little kids and blah 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 going on, and I just kept typing child. And the idiot kept coming back. Oh yeah. And I go, child. Is that all you know how to say? Child. Finally, I think he got it. I just kept trolling him over and over. Child. You're just nothing but a child.
This lady she says, "Oh, Biden's gonna kick ass." And I said, "Oh, really?" And I posted a picture of a Trump a Trump thing, and then also a picture of a Biden rally, side by side. And she goes, "That doesn't tell me anything." And then I had a picture of a Trump, the one that was in Cincinnati, the car parade, and then I had the picture of Biden's little 3-car parade, and she goes, "That doesn't mean anything. We're gonna kick your ass." And it was just like...
Lady Fritzader says skinny jeans shrinks your balls to nothing. And I don't know if you guys know about wrestling or anything, but you know who John Cena is?
Yes.
John Cena. He's been in movies too, I think.
Yeah, he has.
Well, we got a John Cena prank call.
Oh, cool. And then I have a story after this that has nothing to do with
this week's phone scam. Check it
any of
out.
this.
Here we go.
This week's phone scam. Check it out.
Hello?
I have just one question for you. Are you ready?
Am I ready for what? Who's this?
Are you ready for this Sunday night when WWE champ John Cena defends his title in the WWE Super Slam? Right now, you can order this awesome pay-per-view event for just $59.99.
I'm sorry, no, there is not any chance in hell that we're ever going to have wrestling in this house again. But thank you, but no. Have a good day. Hello?
And goodbye to anyone standing in John Cena's way when he takes on 6 men in a steel cage shoots and ladders match at WWE Super Slam. Order now and save $10 with a low price of just $49.99.
Sir, you guys have called me, and as I mentioned before, we're not ordering this, so please stop calling my house. Thank you and goodbye. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Champ?
Who?
Champ? Is Champ there?
Who is Champ?
That question will be answered this Sunday night! WWE Super Slam!
Hey, sir!
Taking on
Please quit
Sheamus,
calling my house!
The Undertaker,
Quit calling me!
CM Punk, and even Triple H and the Big Show in a spit-swapping makeout match.
Holy
WWE
hell.
Super
Listen,
Slam!
hello? Hello? Can you stop screaming in your little sirens and whatever that is? Can you knock it off for 5 seconds? Not interested. Stop calling my fucking house. Hello?
I'm watching you.
Excuse me?
That's exactly what The Undertaker told John Cena. Will he be able to take the belt from the mightiest champion in WWE history at this weekend's WWE Super Slam?
Stop calling my house before I get your number. I will track you down and absolutely tear you to f***ing pieces. Do you understand me? I know you are, John Cena, crazy motherfucker. Calling my house now. No wrestling, no super motherfucking slam is happening in this house. I swear to Jesus, if this is those wrestling again.
Okay, good morning. Hi, I'm just calling this morning to ask if you're a supporter of...
Did someone join us?
I don't know. No. John Cena took Grandma.
Oh, Grandma fell out.
Yeah, she fell out.
All right, we'll see if she comes back.
The United States military.
Oh my God, I apologize. We've been getting calls all morning. I apologize. And yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, I am.
Great. Are you a supporter of the Marine Corps?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Great, because a former decorated member of the United States Marine Corps needs your support.
And his name is John Cena. He's gonna get in the ring and put boots to asses this
Are you
weekend.
kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? I can't even handle this. I cannot handle this.
Available right now at a low price of only $39.99.
I can't believe you're still calling me. I'm about to lose my I swear I'm about to call the police.
Hello. You have a collect call from John Cena. Will you accept the charges?
Oh, f*** your mother. Listen, stop calling. Is listening not your strong suit? Because pretty sure it's is, but you're not hearing me. Shut your beaten down brain from Super Slam and listen. I am not interested. I don't care if they're $59, $49, $39, or 39 cents. I don't want it. It won't happen. It's not coming on my TV again. It won't be allowed in this house. You understand me? Never again will there be wrestling here in this house. Not a piece of going through closets and taking out T-shirts and burning them and calling the police and telling you that you're harassing me. Stop it now. And I am calling the police. Good luck to you. Have a nice day. Yourself. Guys,
Hold on. Marie, this is the Z Morning Zoo radio show on Z104. How are you?
What?
We've been phone scamming you. Your husband Donnie told us to phone.
We are all in a fight right now. Are you kidding me right now?
I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for you.
I couldn't believe the mouth you had on you. Oh my God. Well, listen,
I haven't had my coffee yet. Shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I know.
Well, listen, we won't be calling you back anymore. I promise. Okay.
Thank Jesus.
So you won't have to hear. You won't have to hear this. All right, you won't have to hear that
I
anymore.
swear to God, I was gonna go to jail, and it was bad.
Hey, why on earth would she keep picking up? Come on.
Obviously, she doesn't have an answer machine.
What the heck is going on here with this video that you sent myself flaccid, or you sent me a video and
Cindy's here. Hey, Cindy.
Little did he know he ran into
I guess we can look at this one that Karen's sent me flaccid or sent me flaccid or
Stefan.
Juan, this is not John Cena, but it's Juan Cena.
Juan.
The Mexican John Cena.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Little did he know he ran into
Oh, Despacito. This is what.
Oh, Despacito.
That's what Joe Biden played.
That's Joe Biden's song.
Tú eres el dulce y yo soy el pan. Tengo un antojo, voy al mundo plan. Solo con pensarlo se me cae la panza.
Oye, ya, yo ya tengo hambre más de lo normal. Toda mi loja va pidiendo más. Eso hay que comerlo sin ningún apuro.
This burrito, no quiero respirar comiendo este burrito. Deja que te ponga salsa tomatillo. Para cuando muerdo ya me siento vivo. This burrito, quiero disfrutarte bien despacito. Comiendo como puerco yo soy cochino. Cuando termino ya me dejas lleno.
Quiero carne asada, papas, crema, queso en mi burrito. Está bobeando mi boca.
son mis cosas favoritas.
Dame salsa que pica, está tan picosa, hasta provocar el chorro. Yo amo este burrito.
Wow, you're a good dancer.
Yes, I know.
Do you maybe want to go out sometime?
No, I can't. My wife, she get mad at me.
Every time.
Hey, you want a burrito?
Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito.
Oh, Joe Biden.
That's all I could think of the whole time.
Oh, so
my neck.
you have a little story.
I do. This has nothing to do with anything we watched or heard all night. This is a story about my dad. Oh, yes.
I want a burrito too, Victor Show.
La, 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 la. All right. So, several years ago, my dad served federal jury duty in Detroit. And he came home after, I don't know, probably
Are you
4
kidding?
or 5 days sitting on the jury. And he comes to my brother and he says, hey, he says, do you know a guy named Bob Seagar? And
Really?
my brother said, no. And he goes, he's some guy. He's got a band or something. And my brother says, you mean Bob Seger? And he goes, yeah, Bob Seger. He goes, he's on jury duty with me. He goes, are you kidding me? He says, yeah, we talk every day. He goes, you talk every day? He goes, yeah, we either go to breakfast or we go to lunch every day.
Okay.
Bob Seger? And he goes, yeah, we go to lunch every day. And he goes, what do you talk about? He goes, this or that or the other thing. And he says, come on, Dad, you go to lunch with Bob's? Yeah. He says, well, what do you talk about? Not much. He goes, well, what do you say to one another? And he says, hey, Bob, I'll pay for lunch. And then Bob says, okay, Bean, I'll get lunch tomorrow. And that was the conversation, apparently, that he and Bob Seger had. This is true. This is the real Bob Seger. My dad had no clue who he was. Bob Seger, of course, probably appreciated the fact that my dad didn't care who he was. And they were just having a nice lunch together. Bob Seger and my dad. Isn't that
You
a
don't
great
say.
story?
You don't say.
You just made me fall flat on my face. Thanks a lot.
That was a good story.
Isn't that a fun story? Yes. Especially because he called him Bob Seagar. Bob Seagar. All right, that's it. I'm sorry. I'll never tell another story.
No.
Oh, I get it. I get jokes.
Hey, listen, you whippersnapper. I'll come through here and through this screen and rip your neck off.
You can't do it like Doc.
I can't, can I? I'll twist your tail in a knot. I will.
Is that how come you put you way up there instead of down there?
Yeah. Grandma's just running her mouth like a hen in the hen house. That's something you'd say to Doc, not me. You should be sweet to little old grandma.
Let the hate
I'll never make you another cookie. Thank you, Fritzy. I appreciate it. I got one person who's being at least nice, trying to be anyway.
And I am sorry.
I said that was a good story.
Well, thank you, Ross. I appreciate it.
And I am sorry.
It didn't help that, Phil, you were heckling me the whole time.
You don't say.
You don't see it happening, huh? I could do it.
I did gagoogity that girl.
Oh, speaking of our friend Glenn Quagmire, we have.
I thought we were talking about Bob Seger.
I got to talk to you.
Here is Quagmire soundboard prank call.
Okay. Thank you for rescuing me.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Quagmire.
Hello, Quagmire. What do you want?
Giggity, 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 giggity.
What?
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
I don't understand what you're saying. Seriously.
Yeah.
What do you want?
How about now? Giggity, 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 giggity.
Alright, dude, tell me what you want.
Where have I heard that before?
Stop being retarded and tell me what you want.
Or 50 really fat chicks for $1,000.
I'm about to hang up, dude.
What? Don't look at me like that. Fat chicks need love too.
Whatever, man. I'm hanging up. Whatever.
I wonder who gave it to me.
He is the greatest on this show.
Oh, that's the guy that does the googity goo is Quagmire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glenn
He
Quagmire.
used to be able to do it pretty good.
Giggity, 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 goo.
Try to do that one, Rusty.
Giggity, 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 giggity. I can't do it.
Giggity, 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 giggity. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
I like when he didn't know what there's an episode where he didn't know what computer porn was. He goes, "What's that?" And then he comes out the next day, one arm is like this big, dragging on the floor.
Yeah, he stayed up all night watching internet porn.
David Lopez, that's the guy, huh? Stefan. We haven't seen, what's her name? Hagatha.
Oh,
she's still on?
Yeah, Hagatha got rid of the video where he outed himself as trolling people.
Really?
Yep, he deleted it.
That's too bad.
But it's kind of funny that he's been trolling people to get them. I think it's kind of funny. It's all an act.
Well, I mean, if anybody thought that he was real, I mean, did you guys think he was real?
I think Doc did.
Well, you know, he's pretty good at it, you know. He kind of looks like it's real.
Doc was squirming in her seat like, oh my God. No.
Well, she thought he was really pinching zits. I'm like, oh my God. Stop it. Stop.
No, Doc did, Lady Fritz Vader. Come on. Because Doc sent me a message that's like, oh my God, who is that lady?
Oh, man.
Doc knew it was positive it was somebody real.
Well, I got her on the Fremunda cheese, remember?
Oh, yeah.
She thought it was...
Oh, really? What's that cheese? I never heard of it.
I had sent her a recipe, and I said something about Fremunda. I think it was in the chat. I wasn't on the show that night, and you guys were dying laughing. And I had sent her a recipe, and I said something about Fremunda, and I said cheese, and she goes, "Is that the cheese from that recipe?" And you guys died laughing.
Oh, only Doc.
And then I
Can you
said,
feel the
Fremunda-
stare coming through the camera right now? She's probably watching it going,
when I said from under my ass, she's like, "She's such a brat."
Oh my gosh, he's on every freaking program there is. What? Right? What? Right? What? Right? What? Right? What? Right?
Is that Haley?
Yes, that's her daughter.
Oh my gosh, he's on every freaking program there is.
I love Doc so much. Oh,
Oh, that Fremunda cheese. Where do you buy that?
she asked where do you buy it? You know what? And to be fair, she's not the only one I've gotten with that, because I had a little party and I had all these different kinds of cheese, and my friend bit into a piece and she goes, "Oh my God, that is really good cheese. What's that called?" And I said, Fremunda. And we have this specialty cheese shop in town. And she goes, "Where did you get it?" And I said, "Oh, at the Boulevard Market." And she goes, "Oh my God, that's so good." She goes, "So I should go in and ask," the lady who owns the store, her name is Erica. "I should go in and ask Erica for Fremunda cheese." I go, "Oh, please go in and ask Erica." Please go in there.
The cherry popper.
And then I couldn't let her, because I said, she says, "Fremunda cheese, I've never heard of that." And I go, "Yeah, it's from under my ass." And she goes, Were you gonna let me go in there and ask?" I'm like, "No, I would not have let you."
I would have. Why, you little Yankee, I'm going to twist a knot in your tail.
I know she is, Fritzy. We're probably going to catch hell. She's going to let us have it when she gets back.
"Not me."
Hey. Oh, you big kiss ass, Russ.
She can't do anything because I could make her.
No, I defended you the whole time.
I can make her real wide on the screen, so she doesn't like that. Did you make me wide again?
When the cat's away, the mice will play.
I would have loved to see that on videotape. Yes, I'd like 1 pound of Fremunda cheese. Would that be the brown cheese or the white cheese? The what?
What? Rice? What? Oh. I know. Have you tried that one on anybody? Oh my gosh, it's the best.
You shouldn't have told her. You should have let me know, and I would have said, "Oh yeah, you got to get that Fremunda cheese, Doc. You got to go to the deli and ask for it." I would have done it to her.
The other one that I've gotten people on before is about an hour away. There's a town called Coldwater. And there's also a Coldwater, Ohio, which is, it's probably 2 hours south of here. And there was a guy that was a principal at our high school here in town, and he was from Coldwater, Ohio. And I said, "You're from Coldwater?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, you probably still know a lot of people there in Coldwater, don't you?" And he goes, "Yeah, I know quite a few people." And I said, "Do you know a Dick Withers in Coldwater?" And
I like it.
In upstate New York, we call that We call that river dick.
and he goes, he puts his hand to his forehead. He goes, Dick Withers, Richard Withers, Dick Withers. And I go, okay, think about it a little bit more. Dick Withers in cold water. And you bitch.
When I worked for Benjamin Moore, I was the regional training coordinator for the Philadelphia and southeastern Pennsylvania region. And I used to mess with the employees, the new hires all the time. I had one guy running around the store for like 45 minutes looking for elbow grease. I can't find it. I was pissed my pants laughing.
I had a friend whose husband sent her in the store to ask for fresh duct tape. She went into the hardware store and said, my husband sent me in. I'm supposed to get fresh duct tape. And so the clerk just starts laughing, says, okay, picks up like 3 or 4 rolls of duct tape and starts knocking on them. He knocks on these rolls of duct tape. He goes, oh, this one's fresh. Here, take this one.
I actually miss that job because I used to go to all the Flyers games and the Sixers games, and Benjamin Moore had a suite up there, and I'd take large painting contractors,
nice.
free drinks and food all night long.
That sounds like a great gig.
It was.
Definitely.
If you like the, Philadelphia teams, otherwise, if you didn't, it'd be like, yeah.
We got to go to the hockey games, so I like the Flyers, so that worked out.
I like hockey too. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of naughty and setting people up like that.
Oh, but it's fun.
So I will delete.
But then you feel bad afterwards, especially with people like Doc, because
if you share the show, I will delete it tonight right away. I'm only kidding. Where's the show? I couldn't find it.
I'm gonna get a message from her. Honey, I'm really kidding. I love you very much.
Oh, Rusty, you gotta stop sucking up. You gotta join the boys here. And the girl. Come on. You gotta say something. Say what? Right?
I get yelled at.
Oh my gosh.
I get yelled at all the time. I still do it.
He's not gonna do it. All right, Russ, you big chicken. This is a mouse away kind of show.
Come on, Russ. It'll be right. I mean, her own daughter did it, and her own daughter's still alive, so.
And she lives there. Yeah. We got to say some prayers for people, like her brother-in-law and Scott's stepdad. Scott, West Texas stepdad, is not doing well at all. So prayers tonight for them. Her brother-in-law's name is Ken. And then Scott's stepdad is, his name is Daryl. So prayers for those guys. And everybody else who's hurting or sick or dealing with stuff. And the rest of us.
Lady Fritzader, cat's away. Sorry, mouse will play. Grandma. The from under cheese will play. Mouse from under cheese. Is that what you're saying, Prince Sater? I'm turning you into Doc. Why'd you bring up a mouse? Does that have anything to do with cheese? Just asking.
Ramunda. Yes.
I would have paid good money to see her go to a Publix and ask for, yeah, I'd like a pound of fermented cheese. Don't worry, I'll be right back for my fermented cheese.
Oh.
All right, gang.
Not everybody knows that joke, though, but...
All right,
ready
gang.
to call it
I
a
think
night?
I think we're gonna call it a night. And thank you for coming. Don't forget about D Live. We get to 500. You get 2 T-shirts. A JJ Stoner Midget Wednesday shirt. It's a large kids, perfect for the ample wife or girlfriend, and the appreciative husband or boyfriend or both, if that's what you have. Not prying. So, and then after that, every 100 we get to 600, I'll give away another shirt. How about that? Sound like a deal?
Deal.
Good deal.
Don't forget to go to teespring.com/store/winningtv-store to get your Winning TV merch. There's promises kept, Speakeasy, and just plain old Winning TV stuff out there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank
I
you.
want to thank everybody for
the Victor
coming in,
Show.
you guys. Thanks for coming.
Oh, yeah.
We
and
had some laughs. We were serious. We had kind of a whole mix.
And I will add.
Thank you, the Victor Show.
Yes. Yeah, check out the Victor Show. He had I caught some of it the other day, and a good little show he's got there. I like different stuff too. It can't always be politics 24/7. You'll end up hurting your brain.
True.
Or you'll become a leftist screaming at the sky. You don't want to do that.
Don't want to do that.
I threw 50 slippery little suckers in the chest. I'll distribute you. Remember, you can send your hate mail to winning_TV@protonmail.com or a DM me. They're open at winningtv_ or parlay me at winningtv. Sorry about the underscores and everything. There's nothing you can do. People take them and they don't use them. Irritating.
Oh.
So, Rusty.
Well, again, thanks, you guys. Well, remember what Doc would always say is, y'all come back. Oh, thank y'all for coming in, and y'all come back next week now. You hear? We'll leave the front porch light on for you. Right? Is that how she'd say it?
And bring me a pound of fermented cheese, too. Don't forget all our friends, Coffee Talk with Sandra, Rusty Iceman 4433 on Sunday nights at 10:30. Coffee Talk with Sandra is on every weeknight on Periscope, D Live, and I think YouTube. The other guys, Joey Pesci, he's on now. Major Tom, I really like his show. You got to check it out. He's very knowledgeable. A little depressing, but that's okay.
The Great Awakening with Neil.
That's right. The Great Awakening with Neil. Angst and Giggles with Kimmy Y Censored. You got the Daily Boogie, of course. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 6 o'clock. That's Eastern time. Jeez, I'm missing a bunch of... Oh, The Great Irrational Times. He's on 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Before the Nightwave radio show with Mersh. Don't forget Daywave and Revenge of the Sis. And I know I'm missing a bunch of them there. Coffee Talk with Sandra. I think I brought her up.
My show.
Yes.
He got
Rusty.
you, Russ, right?
Yeah, Iceman 4433 on Sunday nights. with Fighting for the Republic.
Fighting for the Republic.
Yep. It's
And
no
that's
longer
at
sound
10:30 on
test.
Sundays.
Yeah, don't look for
What's
sound
that?
test. Don't look for
You can
sound
catch
test
my
anymore.
one and only scope that I did back in March.
I'm going to run a show called Sound Test and see how many people go.
Well, you know why I have to be nice tonight because Doc is going to be my guest tomorrow night.
Oh, suck up. I get it. Hey, ask her about Fremunda cheese.
Rusty, I
Should
won't
I write
tell
that
her.
under anonymous?
Rusty, I won't tell
Yeah.
her all the things you said about her during the break.
It's only between us.
So you admit to it. I just clipped
I
that
plead the
and I'm
fifth.
sending it to Doc. All right, guys.
We
Have a-
love you, Doc.
yes.
We're kidding. We love you.
And share out the show so we can give away those T-shirts. That JJ Stoner Midget Wednesday shirt is getting smaller and smaller by the day, ladies.
Great. Woohoo.
Oh, did you
All right,
guys say good night?
you guys.
Rusty,
Have a good night.
Love ya. Thank you all for coming in.
thank you. We'll see you next week, next Saturday. I'll see you on Tuesday and Thursday. I forgot my own show. I'll see you on Tuesday at 6:30 and Thursday at 6:30. Have a good night,
Okay.
everybody.
Good night. Thanks all for coming in. Appreciate it. Good night, Rusty.
Oh, good night.
Phil.
So loud.
Oh, he stepped away. Tell him I said good night, will you?
Yep.
Okay. Good night.
You know what happened in the evening when you started to fade away. Now my heart says you're leaving. I hope to see you again someday. miss you every moment. Doesn't matter if it's night, doesn't matter if it's day. I can't stop the pain inside. This is a last goodbye. Who's to say it's wrong or right?